We have a mock
1990
draft,
sound
fellas.
effects.
The post Super
All right,
Bowl,
David, what do you got?
Set the table routine.
So I want to talk
Super
about
Bowl
what today
mock draft
is.
vibe.
Today
I'll play ball with you.
Calvin
Lucky it's sunny at a
Ridley
4:30
Day.
here.
He's eligible to
I'm
apply for
enjoying the Suns.
reinstatement
Todd
to the
McShay,
NFL.
what is he,
which
fresh
what he has
off of
done.
signing with the Stars?
You remember the Jags traded
That's
for
a
him at
flag.
the
I
trade
don't have a
deadline.
flag with that.
Now
It's a
pair him
flag.
up with
POS.
Christian
So
Kirk.
Let's
Start
start.
at
It
the
actually happened, so
It
it's
did.
not really a flag.
Yeah, okay. Let's start at the top here where he has a projected trade. The Colts are trading up to number 1. He projects that more than likely they get the 4th pick, 2nd rounder, 5th rounder, such whatever. So the Colts trade
Wait,
up
that's all they get to go from 4 to 1 is a 2 and a 5?
and maybe an additional 1, he says. He that's what he believes.
Okay, that's
Yes.
the key there. So what, they're taking Bryce Young?
They are taking Bryce Young at 1, the Colts are.
Fine. They're in a total rebuild. They're desperate for a guy. They got a grade on a guy they think is substantially better than anybody else. What am I going to say? And if you're the Bears, you move to 4. You get either Anderson or Jalen Carter. You get another 2, a 5, and a 1 next year. Great. Or you trade down. You also trade Justin Fields. You take a quarterback, and now you got 15 first-round picks in the next 4 years.
See, I don't even think they're going to trade Justin Fields. I just think that they're playing the game, and they understand the assignment. You make it seem as if we need a quarterback. So now teams are going to be desperate. Wait. What if we offer you this for that first-round pick? I
Right.
mean, that first pick overall.
So you don't believe any of those
don't.
rumors about Justin
No,
Fields?
but I think it's brilliant. This is what you're supposed to do, not what the Lions did when they had the number 3 pick. And feign like you don't like Stafford. No, he's our guy. Well, we would never think about that. That's why nobody picked up the phone and called you for your pick, because they knew we know what you're taking.
So
Play the game.
So the assumption with this one is that they keep Justin Fields. Number 2, Texans take C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
I think that's a given. They're taking the quarterback.
Whichever one is not there, that's who they're taking with pick number 2.
Number 3 and 4, defensive players off the board. 3, Cardinals take Will Anderson. Bears, who traded down with Indy, take Jalen Carter.
And I still say I would try to move from 6 to 3 to take Will Anderson if I'm the Lions. Doesn't mean you
You know
do
what?
it.
I'm
but-
not. I agree with that. I was looking this morning and said, if he is that guy,
Yeah, you go get him. And I invest in
And-
Aiden Hutchinson. I create a fearsome pass rush duo. And he's different than Aiden, that he's more of a speed guy.
well, here's also because, look, if Brad Holmes can go out and do what he does in the later rounds of the draft,
Right.
you can give up that 18th pick to go get somebody that's going to be another star.
Guys, here's the reality. If you take Will Anderson and he's that dude, your edge rushers are going to produce 30 sacks a year. Okay? I mean, you're going after it. We're trying to win a Super Bowl.
Now,
if you have that type of edge rush duo, you're 75% of the way there defensively.
I think the wild card in this entire draft is Will Levis. If he can go good pro day, combine, and generate interest and move up into that third spot that it goes quarterback. If you're the Lions, you got to make the deal, because I don't think you want the second place, because if you don't get one of those top 2 guys at pick 6, good luck.
At 5, Seahawks take Tyree Wilson.
That would kill me because I love him.
One
that would
pick
really
right
bother
above
me.
the Lions. too.
Right.
Edge rusher, Texas Tech. If you haven't watched some
Well,
film
now
on
you
him,
know
it's
what?
cool.
This means that the Lions can go get Will Levis, and Cookies will be happy.
Oh, stop it. This is a nightmare scenario if you have all 3 big defensive players and they all go. No, that's bad.
At this point, this is where you pick up the phone and see if anybody wants this pick.
At this point, probably.
I would. At that point, I am now trying to sell Levis to the Packers or whoever will need a quarterback. You can get him. It's not going to cost you that. Give me your first round pick and a second, and you can have it.
So at number 6, the Lions take Miles Murphy.
Very
Defensive
meh.
end out of Clemson.
I'm very meh on him.
Would have loved to trade down with maybe the Panthers or something that want a quarterback.
Yeah, but why when they know the player's falling?
And he is falling because Will Levis goes 7 to the Packers, to the Raiders.
Yeah, next. This bores me. Keep
And see, that's
moving.
what I'm saying. I would call the Panthers and say, "Hey, the Raiders are on the phone with us."
You're going to need Stroud or Young to be there for teams to be desperate to move up. I don't think they're doing it for Levis, whose stock is tanking.
Yeah, but Mike, we still got a month or months to go.
Which is a month for people to actually watch film on Will Levis.
Right, but just think about it. Last year at this time, we weren't talking about the number one pick being the number one pick. He was probably in like 20-something.
Skip to 9, where the Carolina
He
Panthers
hates when I'm
take
right.
Anthony Richardson.
No, I just don't think it's the same thing, but I don't want to
Yeah.
belabor it. Can we do something other than quarterbacks?
Anthony Richardson?
Please, Christ.
Yeah, top 10. number
I
9.
quit.
Yeah.
I give up. Good. Run the wishbone. I don't know what to tell you. The kid can't throw the ball down the field.
Houston Texans take Quentin Johnston, wide receiver TCU, so they get themselves a quarterback and a wide receiver.
You know what kills me with these teams, though, David, like the Texans? When are you going to get better up front, fellas? You can have all the candy you want. When are you going to get better up front?
You got to make, because you can't afford to do that, because you got to satisfy your fans, because you're so bad. You got to sell jerseys.
There's
You
your
gotta
first
sell
step
tickets.
to losing. Start to consider what your fans think. That's the first way to ensure you're garbage as an organization.
I 100% agree with you. But when you're that bad, you got to get, you can't walk in. Hey, we took a guard. Really? Yeah, nobody wants to hear that.
Here's where the Lions start getting affected at 18, because 3 of the next 4 picks are corners taken. 14, Joey Porter. 16, Devin Witherspoon. 17 to Pittsburgh, Christian Gonzalez.
How's Witherspoon there at 16? Doug and Scott took him at 6.
And Gonzalez is gone too?
Yeah, Gonzalez goes to Pittsburgh. Witherspoon goes to the Commanders.
Guys, don't stress about it. Just take a corner in the second round. Can we lose this fascination with reaching in the first for a corner? There are a million of these guys.
See the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, they found the best corner, arguably, outside of Sauce Gardner in the 7th round in Woolen. No one's saying that that's common. I'm making a point. You got 5 at the top 82. You can get a corner. You can get 2 of them if you like. They don't have to be in the first round. I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, in this mock, they take Keely Ringo at 18. So,
I mean,
that's a mistake,
I'm
you
not going to
think?
freak, but at least he's got the requisite size at 6'2", versus a Cam Smith who's like 5'10".
He may fit the defense. He plays man.
I'll live with a corner at 18. The talk about it at number 6 kills me.
And then of note, 22, the Ravens take Bijan Robinson. The Vikings at 23 take Jordan Addison.
Wait. The Ravens used a
take-
first-round
correct.
pick on a running back?
Correct.
Yeah, because, it's not like they don't have enough running backs and a quarterback that
But they just sunk a second-rounder to J.K. Dobbins.
Nothing about the Ravens makes sense, Mike. It's a mock draft.
The Jags take Jackson Smith and Jigba at 24.
Now, there's a guy whose stock is plummeting. He needs a good month here because
He was a top 5 pick at the beginning of
well,
this
here's what happens when you tell people, I don't love football. This is what happens. You opted out of a playoff game, son, and everybody knows it.
Now, if the Jacksonville Jaguars can pull that stunt off,
Oh,
and
dear.
get him that late,
And then, Mike, your Giants take wide receiver Zay Flowers. And then to close it out,
Ha! An undersized kid from Boston College. That's what I get?
I mean,
Good. Maybe they can draft Phil Jerkovich in the 5th round while we're at
he
it.
plays big on the field.
Shut up. You never watched Zay Flowers a day in your life. I'm the only sicko watching BC and Rutgers at noon on a Saturday.
The bandana game.
Yeah, no, that is a night game, and you will watch your tone.
and close it out.
The red bandana game is a serious deal.
Hey, you know what? They're going to be at Spartan Stadium, I think, in 2 years.
Super.
We can go.
At 27, the Bills take Jahmyr Gibbs, running back. So 2 running backs taken in this first-round mock draft.
I mean, I guess, but the Bills have to actually want to run the ball. Like, that's the thing. They have, Devin Singletary's a nice player.
But I think Gibbs fits because you can throw to him out the backfield.
Oh, God, here we go with this again. Just run the ball. Run the ball.
But if we use the swing pass,
Okay, we're done here.
It's kind of like a run.
And that is your
Thank you,
latest
David.
Todd McShay mock draft.
Christ.